from Auckland, New Zealand.
I'm Maddie and I'm from a small town called Talgano in Australia, and we're currently both here in Buenos Aires on the Lattitude placement in Argentina, teaching English at Northlands.
There's 2 sites. It's one school, but there's 2 different schools that are part of it, one in Northlands and one in Olivos. On a typical day for me, I start with year 2s and help them with classroom activities, often reading workshops or writing workshops in English. And then for the second half of the day, I move to year 1s, which are really adorable. I love them, and it's cute because they can understand English, but they can't really speak it. So you can talk to them, but they talk to you in Spanish.
My daily work is similar to Natalie's, but I'm in the Olivos campus and I have more of a variety of work. I work in art sometimes and help out the art teacher and the children. And as Natalie said, they're adorable and it's lots of fun to try and communicate with them and help them with their English. And all the teachers at the school are really welcoming, and yeah, it's been really good so far, and we've settled in and got into our routine and gotten to know everyone.
So in this school, it's in half English, half Spanish. So all of the year levels either do morning classes in English and afternoon in Spanish, or morning in Spanish and afternoon in English. And everything in the English classes is in English. Like even for year 1s, the teachers only speak in English.
So in the classroom we'll walk around and help them with their work and their spelling and writing. But then as you get, like now I'm starting to take on more activities in the class. So with the grade 1s, I'll have more of a responsibility. So I might read the book with them, then set them the activity while the other teacher helps me and kind of supports me a bit to help me get the feeling of what it's really like, which is really rewarding when the kids understand and show you what they've done and you know that you've helped them out. At Olivos we have maybe 4 other Lattitude people, and then at Northlands
I think there's 5 of us from Lattitude. It's good that there's so many volunteers because we all are doing the same thing, so it's easy to be friends because we're all the same kind of person, because we all wanted to be here and we all wanted to do this. I live in the neighbourhood of San Isidro. It takes 20 minutes on the bus to get to school in the morning in Northlands, which is like on a private school bus. And it's really easy to get anywhere from here. The train station is just a short walk from my house, and all the buses that go here, they can take you anywhere. So the transport's really good. And it's a really nice neighbourhood as well. Like just by my house there's a massive cathedral, which is a really beautiful building, and there's markets every Saturday and Sunday at the park, like the plaza by my house, which is really good. And my house that I live in, it's really small, but I really love it. I just live there with my host mom. It's just me and her. She speaks really good English, and if she doesn't know what to say, she'll say it in Spanish and I can pick it up because I've been learning Spanish.
Okay, well I'm living in Olivos, which is great for me because I can walk to school. It's maybe a 20-minute walk each day there. I live with a host mother who's lovely, and we have a really close relationship, which is excellent. And she has 3 children, but they're grown up and moved out of home. But it's great on weekends because each weekend they all come over with their partners, and we have a big family lunch on Sundays, and they all stay for the weekend in the house. And yeah, it's so much fun, and it's good just to get a taste of a bit of Argentine culture and tradition. Yeah, we have a really close relationship. She's pretty much like another mum to me, and it's just great. I love my host family. Different country, different culture. It's all a good experience. It is amazing. Like going into the city, there's so much to see, and there's always something on. For instance, on the weekend we went into the city not having much planned, and we found markets and we watched tango dancing on the side of the road. And there's so many museums and just really interesting things about the city. And and it's good because there's lots of public transport around. You can catch the train and the subways, and there's buses that go to pretty much everywhere and anywhere, and it is a massive city and lots to see. It's a real learning curve too, because just the street smartness you have to be aware of, and it makes you more independent because you got to know your way around and where to go and what to catch to get there. So, it's been great.
Well, I took Spanish for 3 years in high school before I came over, but getting here and listening to how fast they talk with their accents, I feel like I know nothing. But it's good now because I can understand some things that I hear people saying, and I know enough to get my way around. And we went away the other weekend to a hostel that didn't speak any English, so we had to communicate, and it was good to be able to. So I'm working on it. I've made some local friends that are going to help me learn, and my host mum is going to talk to me in Spanish when she can, and hopefully I'm going to get a lot better by the time I leave.
The food here is pretty good, and I must say within the first couple of weeks I already started putting on weight, I think.
Yeah,
just slashing out a bit. But they have so much like Italian food, and like the pizzas are amazing. But then the bakery side to their food, they have this thing called dulce de leche, and I think we both agree it's like this caramel stuff they put
on everything.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So
addicted.
Can't go wrong by that. And then they have a traditional drink called mate, which they drink as like a tea. It's a herbal tea which they drink when they're in groups with like their friends and family. So I'm a fan of that. Some people hate it, but it's good, a good way to get to know people as well, because they just kind of pass it around the circle and things like that. But no, can't complain about the food.
Yeah. My favourite new discovered food is this thing called the alfajor, which is a giant biscuit, and it's made of like a shortbread biscuit filled with a dulce de leche filling with coconut shavings, and then another shortbread biscuit, and they're really giant from the bakeries, and they're amazing. Well, I love being here in Buenos Aires in Argentina. It's amazing, and I'm loving the culture because that's what I was really looking forward to that's why I chose Argentina, because of the South American culture, the Spanish, the music. Like they have reggaeton music here, which is awesome. I love it.
I'd definitely recommend this program to anyone. As Nat said, like Argentina is amazing. There's so much to see and do, and already just like planning some travels, like make sure you allow yourself enough time because there is so much to see. And yeah, definitely the culture here is amazing. The language, to immerse in a new language, is great. Yeah, if you end up here, it's amazing. Make sure you like take on every opportunity that comes your way, and if you put in the effort, you'll get an amazing experience out of it. So good luck.